I went to the orientation, and they're like, you know, there's all these clubs, there's the Mediology Club, there's the Anthropology Club, there's Humans versus Zombies, and everyone's like, yo, what's that?
Humans versus Zombies is a week-long game, basically of tag.
Students who are your friends are like zombies, and you have to run away from them.
One person starts out as a zombie, the rest are humans, and over the course of the week, the tides turn from a lot of humans to a lot of zombies.
Like, your best friend is now your worst enemy, and it gets really freaking intense. It's like Call of Duty Black Ops on crack. I think in the beginning of the year, there must have been at least 150 people, 120 people. Like, you had a Pokemon for each person who was in the club.
Before every Humans vs. Zombies game, there's a kickoff party, and it's basically just going over the rules, and you get moderator contact information, and you get your blue and green armbands. And to be honest, that's all you need to play the game. A lot of people like to have the different Nerf blasters and the socks, which make the game more fun, and they add a new dimension to it.
You got my pride and joy right here. If you want unconventional, this is as unconventional as it gets.
But all you really need is the armband and your own 2 feet. The players in the game, the humans will be signified by wearing a blue armband around their right bicep, and the zombies will have a light green armband around their right bicep. A human has 2 means of defending themselves. They can either use a Nerf blaster, and if they hit the zombie with a dart, then the zombie is stunned for 15 minutes, and that is signified by the zombie lowering their armband down around their wrist. And humans can also use socks, whether they're just thrown or just twirled, and that also stuns the zombie for 15 minutes.
Like, I have this sling backpack, and I just fill it full of socks, and I run around with it on the front of me, with the zipper over here, so I can just be like.
And the zombies must feed every 48 hours or get a tag, or with every tag a zombie can feed 2 other zombies. So 3 people can feed off every tag. And if they don't feed within 48 hours, then they starve off, because obviously you need food to live.
You might be faced with a wall of 12 zombies who are like, yo, we're hungry. And I'm like, no way, man. And I'd just be like, ninja star throne action.
On the particular game, with how many missions there are, the last game that we had, it was an extended one. It was 10 days long, and there was 7 missions, including the final mission. But the first Humans vs. Zombies game that I played, there was only 4. So it really all depends on who the moderators are and how many missions they wish to have. A lot of them are rather basic. It's like King of the Hill, like defend or hold a position. There's search and destroy, where you have to search out a particular zombie and stun them. There's sort of like collecting missions, where you have to go around and collect certain objectives. Each mission is always different, and I've never seen a mission duplicated before. The final goal for the humans is to stay alive, which is to not get tagged by a zombie for the duration of the game. And for the zombies, they win if they make all the other humans into zombies. And at the end of the week, if there's any humans remaining after the final mission, then that human wins. If not, then the zombies win. If they win, then it's just sort of a prestige. There's no real victory. Like, the moderators choose to hand out awards for the best human, best zombie, whatever. But in reality, there's no reward other than just pride within the club. The reason why I decided to join the club and play the game was basically because it gave me something to do. I didn't obviously know a whole lot of people when I first came here, and I just thought it was going to be something that piqued my interest and sounded fun.
What if a zombie apocalypse actually happened? Ooh, let me go online and type up how to survive this. And I'm like always like, oh man, I would totally like soup up this chainsaw to do this and blah, blah, blah. And when you get the opportunity to actually like put your strategies to use and test out how you would actually do, it's like, oh man.
It's funny. I have a weird relationship with the game. Every time before I start to play, I tell myself I'm not going to get that into it. I'm just going to walk to class, and whatever happens, happens. But by the end of the first day, I'm completely
in the zone. Like, you couldn't tell if I was straight out of a freaking movie or like just crazy.
I can honestly say it's the most fun I have going to and from class, and it's by far my favorite week of the semester.
Because I mapped out the entire area. I went on Google Maps and everything, and I'm like through the woods. Oh, I'm gonna walk to class so they don't know that I have this blaster in my hands, or I'm gonna go against these walls like Solid Snake.
I get negative comments every single day that the game goes on. Walking to and from class, while in class, while on missions on the weekends, just walking around, kids yell outside of dorm halls all the time. When we're on missions by the streets, we get car honks.
Like, hey man, there's a zombie. Or, yo, you gotta run, man. Run, Forrest, run. It gets annoying.
It never stops, but that's sort of the beauty in the game, is that you learn to love it despite all the negativity, because you just know that the reason why they don't like the game is because they're ignorant to it. And that if they played, they would probably feel the exact same way I do. Zombie Defense Corps does a lot of other events. We put on
Zombie Prom, where everyone can like legit dress up as zombies, or just in their costume, because it's usually on Halloween.
We actively participate in many other community service activities, such as Habitat for Humanity and Into the Streets, which is just a day-long community service act that we do. We've had teams 2 years in a row for Relay for Life, and we raised over $1,000 this year. And we just do a lot of other in-club events. We had a club dinner, stuff like that.